Back to the phones we go. This is Frank in Queens. Glad you called, sir. What's happening? What's up?
Thanks, Rush. First, I just want to mention I voted for Obama twice, and then I'm a big Trump guy now. When the Democratic pollster asked me why I'm voting for Trump, he didn't know I voted for Obama, and he called me a racist. Isn't that amazing? But
now,
anyway,
wait, hold it. I'm not going to take away from the time that you called to talk about your primary point, but how does that happen? A pollster called you a racist while you're being polled on the phone?
No, I was walking down the street, and he had a Democratic, he had buttons on and everything, and he said, who are you voting for? And I said, I'm voting for Trump.
Wait, hold it a minute. What street were you walking down? Where were you walking? Where were you going? How'd they find you?
It was in Virginia. I wasn't in New York. I live in New York, but he was in Virginia. And he didn't know I voted for Obama twice. And then, and then he walked away from me, and he turned back and called me a racist. But anyway, and that's not the reason I called, though.
I know, and I'm not going to take. Wait a minute now. If we have to hold you through the break, which we're going to have to do, I'm not going to deprive you of talking about what you want to talk about. This is intriguing. You're walking down the street. You're minding your own business, a state you don't even live in, and some guy comes up, convinces you as a pollster, starts asking you questions. Where were you walking? Were you downtown? Were you walking in your home area? Where were you?
I was in my son's house. I was visiting my son.
So you're walking in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Just out walking for the sake of walking. You're not going anywhere. You're just taking a stroll.
Yeah, I was with my son, in fact.
All right, hang on. We thought polling, I didn't know it was done this way. Okay, now we're back with Frank in Queens, who's home from Virginia, where he was recently walking with his son in a neighborhood, and he was accosted by a pollster. Did he tell you what polling firm he was representing? No,
Rush. This was before the election. This happened. This happened before the election.
Well, I understand that, but yeah. So you don't know if it was Reuters or...
I don't know what it was. He was a Democratic pollster. He had a clipboard. I told him I'm not voting for Obama. I'm voting for Trump. And then he called me a racist. And then my son turned to me afterwards and said, "Didn't you vote for Obama?" I said, "Yeah," last 2 times. But anyway, that. I just wanted to point that out. That,
okay, but wait just a second. I know you're chomping at the bit to get to your other point, but This is a big deal. This is exactly why people lie to pollsters. This is exactly why you have the Wilder effect. This is why people lied to pollsters and told them they were voting for Doug Wilder. He was a black candidate for governor of Virginia because they didn't want a pollster accusing him of being a racist if they told them they weren't going to vote. So you admitted you voted for Obama twice. Now you were not going to vote for Obama. And the guy turns around and calls you a racist.
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know I voted for Obama twice. That was the silly part of it.
Even better.
He called me a racist. Yeah, right.
Okay, so now.
Okay. Well, I agree with you 100% about.
Now hurry up. Only got 10 seconds here.
I agree with you about the fix for Hillary, but I still can't figure out why Comey did this thing at the end of the election where he did the Carlos Dangerfield stuff, because that doesn't seem to, go, for Trump. I mean, for, what I'm saying? That's like, why would he want to bring up that Carlos Dangerfield if the fix was in for Hillary at the end? I can't figure that out.
Well, I think because they were required to. They had come across... This I actually think was legit, and I think it scared them. Here's what Frank is talking about. This is the October 2016, when Comey went back to Congress and said they were reopening the Hillary email investigation. She had been exonerated back on July 5. They're reopening it because they found some of her emails on a computer of Huma Abedin's husband, Carlos Danger, who had been engaging in sext messaging with young teenage girls. And this all was about classified data being tracked in. And if Huma is putting Hillary State Department classified emails on her husband's computer, then they went back and they had to report this to Congress. Now, they reported before they investigated and found that miraculously, there was nothing to see. And so what old Frank here is asking, as a former Obama voter, He wants to know why, if the fix was in, would they do that? Because that seemed to really have a negative impact on Hillary. And it certainly gave her an opening to use that as a reason why people turned away from her toward the end of the campaign. I don't have an answer for you, Frank. Within any context. I mean, if for example, if we assume that the FBI had the fix in for Hillary, which they did. I mean, Comey announces on July 5th that she's not going to be prosecuted. She's exonerated. He told us that there was no reasonable prosecutor would ever pursue the case because she didn't intend to do anything that she did, and therefore getting a conviction would be impossible. That's bogus, but that's what he said. So she's cleared. And then, that's July 5th, 2 months later, we're back and we're reopening this thing. And it happened on Thursday or Friday, and all weekend everybody was buzz, 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 buzz. Then Comey announces, sorry, we didn't find anything. It's all over. Clinton, big sigh of relief, but there were a lot of people angry. If the fix was in for Hillary, why do this? And I could only speculate until I, get some more informed opinions from people who've worked in jobs like this, find out what could have motivated this. Why do you think they did it? Frank. Frank must have gone for a walk or something. Frank, are you still there? He must have believed me when I told him he only had 10 seconds. He might have hung up. Oh, well. I wanted to find out what he thought this was all about. Are you sure he's not there? That's just line noise that I'm hearing.